Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, you are now listening to the greatest podcast on the planet. And I am one of your hosts, Big Jack, a.k.a. The Great One.
What's going on, everybody? It's Buddy, a.k.a. Camouflage, and you are now listening to the Sports Cypher.
This is Miles, and you are now tuned in and tuned up for the Sports Cypher.
What's good? This is Ricardo, aka the reason why your girl disappears on football Sundays. And you are tuned into the Sports Cypher.
This is Blade, aka the Ace of Spades. They save the best for last on Sports Cypher.
I subscribe to this. Give the people what they want.
Before we begin, we at the Sports Cypher would like to give our condolences to the Tyler Skaggs family. Rest in peace. And anybody else want to say anything?
No, definitely just died too young, man. I mean, you know, when it's your time, it's your time. But, you know, definitely sudden. And so, you know, again, our condolences to the family and friends of Tyler Skaggs.
And you never know, man. Someone's 27. You know, that's my age, you know, in the prime of your life. And I don't know what caused it or why he passed away. But, you know, my condolences to him, his wife, his kids, and anyone else that loves this man and had anything to do with him. You were a good pitcher. And from all reports, you were a great individual. So rest in peace.
Yeah, I concur on the same thing Maul and Ricardo said, man. Rest in peace to you, Tyler Skaggs, and hope your family get through this all the time, man.
Same thing here. Rest in peace. And, you know, 27 years old is too early. And he was apparently he was a really good guy, and he was a good pitcher. You know, he died before his time. You know, so rest in peace.
All right. And moving right along, we're going to jump into soccer. Man, soccer is heating up for the U.S. Blaze, a little bit on the soccer?
Oh, yeah, the women's team won today. They beat England 2-1. It was a really good game. England they tied it up, but they had a foul. And then at the end, England was one man down because they got two yellow cards. And so it was a red card, so they were one man down. So they were playing with 10 men or 10 women, I should say. My bad. And it was a really good game. USA now they have to play against whoever is winning tomorrow against Norway and Sweden. So they're playing on Sunday, and you know it's USA.
Where's the championship being held? What country is that in? Is that
in France?
In France, okay. Thanks.
Francais. So I'm guessing the U.S. women are back on the map now? Because for years we were not good at all.
The women's been good for a long time. It's the men who are really good.
I'm thinking about the men.
Women are the
I'm thinking about the men.
I'm thinking about the men. The men suck.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember Hope Solo. Shouts out to Hope Solo.
That's their real name?
Yeah, I think that's her real name.
That's a girl, Hope Solo.
That's her real name.
She doesn't put.
That's a dope
name.
That's
Han Solo's daughter.
That's his daughter. Hope Solo.
But the men won too, right?
Every time she's on the field, she uses the force.
The men beat. The men won, so they got to play Jamaica. But that's in the Gold Cup. Gold Cup is the cup of all North America. So all North America, South America, they all their countries play each other.
Mm-hmm. So didn't we fire Jurgen Klinsmann or whatever his name is?
The coach.
See, Blades is the soccer extraordinaire. So
I'm not an extraordinaire.
This game that the women. Hey, look, the game that the women just won. It was everybody says it's like a tight game. It was a good game, 2-1. But it's like, man, it's so hard to score. I mean, yeah, they won. If I had my wish, if I had my wish, I would hope that my wish would come true, that the women could go into this championship game and play Thailand again. Was it
Oh, when they scored, what, 13, 14
13?
points?
Yeah.
Come on, that's not fun. Come on, that's not fun.
Well,
But
I'm just saying.
the team that would really kick butt this weekend was the Haitian team. The Haitian team playing Canada, my homeland.
The North.
Well, yeah,
The
and
North.
they were losing 2-0, and Haiti came back and beat them 3-1. It was an amazing game. Haiti, they're like the comeback kids. This is the third time they've done it. So Haiti's got to play Mexico for the Gold Cup, and USA's got to play Ricardo's ex-country, Jamaica.
Kids, huh? And before we move on, ladies, I guess playing with balls can be good.
Oh, brother!
Wow.
The views
of Jamal
Soccer ball.
on his own.
Wow.
Soccer balls.
We do not condone
can
those thoughts.
I know this
Jamal,
isn't
Jamal,
ESPN. I know this isn't ESPN, but is it possible to get him banned for life?
I think we might have to do that. Maybe not for life, but for 2 months. We ain't
2 months banned for life.
Come back with football start, Jamal.
You LeVar Ball right now, man.
I thought we were talking about football.
You just LeVar Balled us, man. You just LeVar Balled the Cypher.
Can we stop talking about balls? Can we
I'm going to do this for all you ladies out there. I'm going to do it in French. Jamal est malade de la tête. That means Jamal is crazy in his head.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing, bro.
I sound sexy?
I hope that's truly what it means. Because if we hear somebody come back and be like, that's not what it means in French, I'm gonna clown you.
No, that's what it means.
Please don't say it in French no more. Your tone was disgusting.
No. What you say? This is what you tell your woman. You tell her, voulez-vous coucher avec
I knew you were going to say that. Women
Lord.
hate that. French women hate that. They hate that.
Well, American women love it.
Oh,
all right. Moving.
That's soccer.
That's
soccer.
That's soccer. Moving right along. On to the I guess the controversy with the Betsy Ross Nike shoe incident. Ricardo, what you got on that?
So Nike was due to release a Independence Day sneaker, Air Force Maxes, Air Maxes, sorry. And the design of the shoe has the original flag, American flag, the Betsy Ross flag with the 13 stars. So Colin Kaepernick advised Nike that might be offensive to some because white supremacy groups are using this flag now as a symbol for their displeasure with immigration and as a symbol of, their white supremacist thoughts and ideals, because they would like to see the country back to a time where it was, quote unquote, a white country and slavery was enacted. It was, active. So that's why Colin Kaepernick advised that they might not want to use that flag just because there are people that would find using that specific flag offensive just because of the way it's being used now. And it's been a lot of backlash about it. For all this, it's all over social media. People are really buzzing.
One thing I want to say, Ricardo. One thing I want to say is the key word that you said in there was advised.
Right.
Colin Kaepernick advised. He's like, "Hey, you might not want to do that."
Right.
But again, social media is blowing it out of proportion. Like he owns Nike and just can tell them to do whatever he want to do, and they do it.
Right.
But the thing about it, but Jack, the thing about it is it shows that he made Nike a lot of money, and it shows that how much power he has, how much influence he has on the brand, because the brand is supposed to be, because Kaepernick, they follow Kaepernick, and the brand is supposed to be about awareness and I guess the word you guys say, you young boys say, woke, to be woke, and it would make Nike look not going back in what they've been standing for the last couple of years.
Yeah, I don't think the money is that big of a deal. Colin Kaepernick has made Nike money, no doubt about it. But to Nike, it probably hasn't been that much money. I mean, it's not Michael Jordan money. Like
their stock went up 3 points. Remember?
Yeah, but remember, it also dipped like 8 points right after the incident happened. I mean, the stock market is a very fickle thing.
It went back up to 8, and then went up like 3 the next day. Remember?
Yeah, but
So okay. First of all, if Colin Kaepernick's job description does not say advisor, he should not give them advice. He's getting cheated. But in my opinion, I think that if Nike, well, okay, that means the flag that has 13 stripes on it,
13
stars on it, must be synonymous with slavery, because that would be the only reason for Nike not to put out, or not to consider not to put out this shoe. I think if they're gonna do a gay pride shoe, which could be offensive to some, and people can say those are homophobes that would get offended and stuff, or religious people or whatever. Me personally, I don't care. I think if they want to put out a gay pride shoe, that's fine. If they want to put out a shoe with 13 stars or whatever, that's fine. If they want to use that flag, but I do think that all the money that Colin Kaepernick has made for Nike, Nike has also made for Colin Kaepernick. Colin Kaepernick needs Nike, not the other way around. Nike is a billion-trillion-billion-dollar company, and they were that before Kaepernick. They'll be that after Kaepernick. They're a shoe brand that's just gonna stay until corporations are no longer a thing or something.
Yeah, but for me, I think because no corporation wants to lose money, and Kaepernick may not be an advisor, but he's an activist. So if he's giving you something from an activist point of view, to where people may come out and be a major hit, especially urban areas that's really known for giving Nikes the majority of their money, could really hit their pockets, and they probably didn't want to. They probably weighed it out like, okay, this, that. Let's put it on a scale. Let's weigh out which one could be worse. So I think they took his advice coming from an activist point of view, because there might have been other activists that could have came at this at a real strong level towards them. And I think they,
Yeah, but the thing about it is the flag right now. If they came over with the American flag and put on there, I wouldn't see no problem.
I don't think anyone would have had an issue with that. It's the specific flag they used.
This flag has been used. The KKK uses flag. The white supremacists use this flag.
The KKK also uses sheets and other things that people still use on the daily. It's not really.
Nobody use sheets with holes in the eyes.
Yeah, that's not the same thing, bro.
Yeah, I think it's a little different.
That's a lot of different.
They took this flag.
I'm just saying, maybe that's them trying to re-own what it is. You know what I'm saying?
Right, but that's kind of the point. He's saying, look, this old flag from 200 plus years ago is now being used by racist, white supremacist organizations, and by using this, you might offend some people. And then Nike said,
so it's kind of like the word nigga, huh?
Well, not really. It's kind of like if you bring and use the whole. You use the whole national anthem. Is that the national anthem that they took
the national anthem has racist lyrics in it.
Well, what's that? The Pledge of Allegiance?
They took it out though.
But that's like when he said you rekindle, try to take something back. Whatever they want to rekindle the words they took out that led to how they praise. Exactly. That's like the same thing with that. It still should be
the flag was before that.
Okay, well, listen.
But I'm just using that as an example.
His example is saying the anthem wouldn't if they brought back the original anthem with the racist lyrics. That's the same. That's like bringing this flag back on the shoe.
They didn't take out the racist lyrics. All they did was just use one verse.
They took it out.
No. They just cut. They just don't use that verse. They didn't take it out.
They don't use that verse. Yeah, they only use the first verse.
I mean. But if they don't use the second verse, that means they don't
took
use
it out
at all, right? They took it out, right?
Yeah, they took it out.
No, when you say take it out, that means that they took it out of the verse that they're singing it of.
No,
It
I'm
was not
saying
in that verse.
they just cut it out. What
They
I mean,
just
they
cut it
cut it.
out the national
They cut
anthem,
it
They
out,
just,
dog.
They cut
They
the
don't sing
verse
it at
out.
all
well,
today. They
let's say
don't,
it this
but
way: they don't use that verse.
they don't
okay.
use it anymore,
Yeah.
Exactly,
dog.
exactly.
Yeah.
They
Just
don't
like
use
they
that, but
don't
it's still
use this
there.
flag anymore,
Yeah.
even though
They
this
don't use the
flag's still
flag because
there.
it's not 13 colonies; it's 50 states now. That's
Yeah.
different.
Yes,
But the
but
people. Okay,
it
so
still holds a place of offensiveness to black people or people of color skin. It still holds, or minorities still hold a level of
See,
offense
I thought
towards them.
The Confederate flag held that offensiveness, not the
No,
original
but
that
look,
13
both.
I
colonies
really
flag.
think you both are missing the point. It's not the fact that it's the slavery part was not the point. The point is that racist organizations are now using this flag today to
Yes,
represent something. It's not
It
that
Because
black
they
people are
can't.
offended because, well, this flag was used.
Okay, but
and that's what I
also
was
okay,
saying,
but hold
Cardo.
on.
Maybe that's them trying to re-own it
Yeah, but hold on. The Confederate flag. The reason they can't use the Confederate flag because they actually started to ban that flag now.
because
So
that's synonymous with slavery.
yeah, and so now what they did.
This flag is
it's,
not.
Yes,
but
they
they're
took
trying to
this
use
flag.
this flag in
They're
that way. That's what we're
yeah,
saying.
they're using this flag this way
Right, but I
because
said maybe they're trying to re-own it though.
no,
That's
they
what I
are.
said.
They did re-own it. They re-owned
I ain't
it.
They're
talking
not
about the
trying to.
KKK.
They
I'm not talking about the KKK. I'm talking about Nike or whoever
but the
Oh,
Nike
people that's mad,
designers
nah,
are.
No,
I just think they
nah,
You
didn't
don't
think
think
about
so?
it. Nah,
no,
I don't think they're
not
that
at all.
conscious. No,
no,
nah.
no.
Not
They're
at
not
all.
trying to.
They just
Okay.
didn't know. They was like, oh, look, let's use the 13 star. It might have been completely an
Yeah.
aesthetic thing because it's easier to put 13
Yeah, it's
stars
like
on a sneaker than 50. You know what I mean?
exactly,
Mhm.
Like,
and
Yeah.
it's
nah.
like that
Okay.
company.
Yeah.
It's
It was
like
Yeah.
that
just a thought.
company.
It was just a thought.
What's
Yeah.
that
And just
company?
just to represent the 4th of July, Independence Day, with it
Yeah,
being the first
Yeah.
flag, that's
it's
just
like
probably
that
what they were
Well,
company.
thinking.
see, the timing that makes it even more.
Yeah, because this was an Independence Day shoe. It was supposed to come
Yeah,
out this week. So,
That makes it
Yeah,
even more innocent from Nike's perspective.
oh, yeah,
but
I don't think Nike.
yeah,
I think it was just
That's why I
we
don't see
didn't
nothing
know.
wrong with it.
I personally don't either. To be honest, if I was Nike, I would still go ahead and come out with the shoe. That's my personal opinion.
Right. Just give a
Um,
statement that we don't agree with
yeah,
racism and,
we then tell them
mm,
why you're using this because it's Independence Day, and well, when the United States gained
right.
independence,
no,
there was
we don't. I don't want America great again. I don't want America back
No, no,
back.
no,
So
no.
I don't want America back when there's
Look,
13
Kaepernick, if you're going to
colonies.
be giving Nike advice, you get paid for it, man. Straight up.
so. But so I'm gonna rebut Blades right now. I don't think it's about making them. So to be fair, minored in history, right? I'm a big history person. I think there's a difference between quote unquote making America great again and just acknowledging the history of the country. I mean, when it's Independence Day, when the United States gained independence, there was 13 colonies, 13 states. I
Mm,
mean, it's just historically factual. You know what I
yeah,
mean? So
I
That's
did.
why I don't see nothing wrong with it.
I also did a minor in history, but world history. And the thing about it is that they're trying to. If the white supremacists weren't using this flag, right? If
mhm.
they weren't using this flag, I would say, hey,
Yeah. I wouldn't say
bring.
nothing either. Exactly.
I would
But
say
they're
bring it
using this
out.
flag
So,
Yeah. Because
as
so
a
the
whatever
white
one group of people
no, okay,
use
let me
makes it
finish.
off limits.
No, the
Okay.
reason why is because they can't use
the
the
Confederate
Confederate
flag.
flag anymore. So
Yeah.
they're
Right.
using this flag now, and they're bringing let's go. They're using let's bring back America to when we're back to 13 colonies.
Mhm.
So it's like you said, I agree with you. If it was if the white supremacists and the KKK and all these wackos are not using that flag, then I would be. Who cares?
Mhm.
Because they don't want to put 50 stars. They don't want to put 13 is easier to put on a damn shoe than 50, right?
I don't think that's the
It,
case
it,
about the 50 stars thing,
it,
though. I
it,
think that
mhm.
when Independence Day first happened, it was 1770. What was it?
1776.
1776.
Mhm.
Right, and there was only 13, so it wouldn't make no sense to put 50.
I mean, they could though. I mean, but I see why they're doing it. Like I said, I don't think Nike came from a bad place. You know
Yeah,
what I
Yeah,
mean?
me either.
I don't think
Yeah.
either.
Me
I don't
either.
think that. I'm just think they just
Me
didn't know.
either.
They weren't woke.
No, you
They
don't know
weren't
what you
woke.
don't know. You know?
They
Yeah.
weren't woke.
They didn't know
Yeah.
people was
yeah.
wielding
Unknown
this as a weapon.
unknowns.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Well,
I don't
All
think
right.
Colin Kaepernick is wrong for advising them though in the way he did.
nah, he's
Because,
I
not.
think he
like,
should get
I
paid
hear
for it.
Yeah, but how do you know he's not getting paid for it? He's a spokesman. He's a
If he's a spokesman, that's not an advisor. Is that what's his? That's what I'm saying. I don't. That's why I said at the beginning. I don't know his job description.
Okay. Well, listen. Look, it's the same thing happening with that clothing line where they put a black guy with a sweatshirt, the bravest monkey in the jungle or something.
Oh, the little baby.
What?
Yeah. Oh, that was horrible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
it was
I
same,
forgot what clothing
it
line
was
that was.
HMV. It's HMS or what?
It might have been. It was something.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a commercial out in the UK, by the way.
Yeah.
Don't tell her what brand it is, because then that's free publicity.
Well, free publicity because they're racist. They didn't realize, and they brought that. Like my first instance was there's no black people in the company. There's no black people in the advertising company.
You ever seen Blackish? Sometimes it be black people that go along with it.
Now, I was gonna say, forget the company. I'm like, as a parent, I could never put my kid in
exactly
clothes that says I'm the head monkey in the jungle or whatever.
And you got to think the actor did it, so the actor must have.
It was a baby. So it was
a baby.
It was the parents.
Yeah,
I'm like, yo, how you gonna put your
parents need to be smacked
for
letting their kid do that? But anyway, let's push off this, man. We can talk about this all day, and everybody has their own opinions about it. So
yeah.
It
is an interesting topic.
It is an interesting topic, but Nike's pulling it, so I guess it's not gonna happen. So and they might make it a collector's item later on down the line for somebody who might want it. It might get pulled back out there some kind of way.
Not.
Some kind of way.
They got to be walking around with it.
Man, they just made a bunch of damn shoes. They ain't go just throw them.
They're gonna be on eBay for like $5,000 now.
Yeah, somebody go pick them shoes up. It could
all
be
the white supremacists gonna have them on.
I was gonna say,
they gonna get their money. They gonna get their money some kind of way. So. That's
the Klan rally sneakers now.
For sure. Moving on, we're on to
Donald Trump. See you there.
There you go. And now, up next, NBA free agency. We're gonna talk some free agency with that. Starting off Camouflage. Hit us off with the free agency talk.
All right, we got some free agency transactions and big time extensions. But I'm gonna start off with the elephant in the room for now. We got Kevin Durant. 4-year, $168 million contract. We got Kyrie Irving, 4-year, $142 million contract. DeAndre Jordan, 4-year, $40 million contract. Going to Brooklyn Nets as the new love of New York. I'm heartbroken. Guys, what's up? How y'all feel about that?
Well, KD, I don't know why he did that. Like, honestly, I know you have some inside information, which I'm dying to hear. Because KD should have stayed. Mm-hmm. Personally, I think he should have stayed with the Warriors. They were going to give him a full, a max contract. I don't know what's this love affair with going to play with that fool that thinks the world is flat. I don't know. I don't know what the love affair is about. Like, why are you going to take a pay cut? But man, that's just me.
Well, this is what I heard. Why he wasn't. Because he left Golden State to get the surgery done in New York. He could have got the surgery done in Golden State, in California, actually. He could have got the surgery done. But he felt like the trainers and the owners misdiagnosed him. It's kind of like how Kawhi Leonard felt with San Antonio. And he played on a misdiagnosis, and he don't trust him no more. He didn't trust him at all.
What was the guy? What was the? I heard that. What's his name? What's his name? Well, he's got a weird last name. Andre or somebody came out and said that they did the same.
Iguodala.
Yeah, they said they did the same thing to him. They said they did the same thing to him.
Yeah. He did.
And I'd like to point out one thing to add on to what Buddy's saying here. The surgeon who performed the operation on his Achilles tendon is also, I believe he's like the head ortho guy for the Brooklyn Nets. So. That situation is already established. So, they have one of the best medical staffs in the NBA, the Brooklyn Nets. So, yeah.
Now, with this I wanted to tell Blade, he's talking about the secret thing I had. It was released that when the Knicks traded for DeAndre Jordan, like up until like a couple months ago, Kyrie Irving and Kevin Durant was really feeling New York City. But when DeAndre Jordan was benched, he wanted to play. They was like, no, we don't want to play you. That made him feel a certain way about New York. And Stephen A. Smith kind of broke out that he's telling everybody like the reason KD and Kevin Durant didn't go there because he didn't want them to go there because Durant's best friend is DeAndre Jordan. And Durant wanted to play with DeAndre Jordan since 2010, and they talked about it during the Olympic Games trials in 2016 as well. So once the Knicks kind of spurned and made DeAndre Jordan feel not wanted there, he definitely was putting up phone calls and changed KD and Kyrie Irving's mind about even going.
Which I think is weak as hell, by the way.
Yeah, it is. But also, isn't it because
think
the GM or the owner something happened in 2016 with the owner of the
when he got Charles Oakley
arrested. Charles Oakley spoke on that too.
Yeah.
He was like, when they kicked me out, that's why Kevin Durant wasn't going to go.
Yeah, and LeBron
like that,
James and a whole bunch of NBA people, athletes came out. And they're absolutely correct, by the way, because Charles Oakley is a freaking legend. Even if he was being disruptive, man. I don't think dragging the man out in handcuffs was... The Knicks have a horrible image, not just with their fans, but in the NBA, which is worse, No, put it like this. Kemba Walker is from the Bronx. He didn't even talk to the Knicks. He's from here, right? What does that mean? He went to Boston. He didn't even.
He did that. He did that just to spite New York.
Yeah,
but
listen.
So KD, Kyrie, and DJ all signed 4-year deals. Let's subtract 1 year. KD is hurt this year. We know they can't win without KD. They don't have enough to win without KD.
KD's gonna be out for 2 years.
Nah, a year.
Just a year.
They said today
just a year.
He's gonna be out because he's 30 now. He's gonna be back when he's 32.
Well, he must turn 31 pretty soon. He
turns 31 this year. He's just going to miss
a year, miss one season.
Yeah.
But so 3 years, they have 3 years to win a chip, to win a title. And I just don't think they can do it unless they sign some more players. But right now, with Karis LeVert, Dinwiddie, Allen, the backup to DJ, you got KD, Rodion Skuric.
They traded for Prince from Atlanta. That's a small forward.
Who has the potential to be really good, but
I think the Nets could make the Eastern Conference Finals, though, with Kyrie by himself.
Oh, I disagree with that.
Hey, I do got to say something about this. Big Jack, tell me how you feel about this, bro. Okay. When Kevin Durant get back on the court, he has to win in the depleted East because the East is not better than the West, right? The same rule applies for LeBron, so it applies for Kevin Durant. If LeBron, he only made it because the East was weak. If Kevin Durant don't make it, how does that look on Kevin Durant? Now that he's not with a team, a super team, now he's trying to build his own team to have his own. The
East does look different, though, Cam.
I mean, it's still only 2 teams, right?
No,
2 teams, right?
You got Philly, Boston.
Hey,
Milwaukee, Toronto.
Wait! You're saying 2 teams? Who are the 2 teams?
Milwaukee and Philly.
No, Toronto.
I will throw Boston in there.
Oh, I forgot about Toronto. I
will throw Boston in there because I think Kimba is a better fit in Boston than Kyrie. So
hell yeah,
I'll still throw Boston in there. I know Al Horford, is a loss. Don't get me wrong, but I think Boston's still a pretty good team. I don't know. I think there's 4 legit teams in the East right now. If Kawhi goes back to Toronto, I think there's 4 legit teams in the
Brooklyn.
East.
May I say something? May I say something?
Yes.
I told y'all a while back, if KD leaves and goes, at first I said the Knicks. If he goes to the Knicks, I said he didn't want to win any more championships. If he left, he didn't want to win no more championships. I guess he figured that he's had enough and he don't need no more championships. So now that he's not at the Knicks, he's with the Nets, is it?
Mm-hmm.
It still stands. It still stands. He don't want no more championships. Because I'm not seeing him get any more championships with where he's at right now. I'm not seeing it.
See, I don't agree with that, Jack. He wanna right now. He's trying to.
He wants to be LeBron.
His image of doing it. Not
Well, he
the
wants to do it
yeah.
on
He
his
just
own.
want to have the image of doing it on his own. Yeah, with a team around him and not him joining the team that's already established. He want to have a team around him and do it on his own.
Okay,
So I do think he want to rank. He want to do it on his own so he can be looked amongst Jordans and the Cobes and the
he probably should
Shaqs
have
and
done that
you
back
know.
when he was a little younger, especially now that he has this injury. Like I said before, man, I don't think he's gonna come back playing
Well,
at
he
the
tried
level
it.
he was playing when
I agree
before
with
he
you.
got the injury. So even with I mean with that in hand, wherever he goes and whoever they put in front of him, it's not gonna be the same quality player. So
But I
Okay.
think
it's
he
not
tried.
happening.
Well,
I think.
speaking
Hold on.
on
I think he
speak,
tried to do that already. I think he tried to do that with OKC, and he couldn't get it done with OKC. So then he went with the super team. Now he thinks he.
him and Westbrook was butting
Yeah.
heads really
And
really bad.
now he wants to go with his buddy. I personally think you don't leave money on the table. I would have stayed. I would have stayed with the Warriors. That's me. You know.
I got one question
But but
before we go on. Why is Kyrie getting less than KD when KD is only playing for 3 years and Kyrie is playing for 4?
Kyrie the biggest star, like I
But he's
told
getting
Blaze,
less
man.
money.
I mean, not Kyrie.
Yeah,
KD the
Katie.
biggest star, like I
But he
told
playing
Blaze,
for
man.
only
KD gonna
three
always get
years.
his money. Yeah, but he's the biggest star. The biggest star
If
gonna get
that's
the
what they
money.
That's
have to pay to get
ridiculous.
him, though. I
Biggest
mean,
star gonna get the money,
That's
bro. And
ridiculous.
like I told Blaze, man, there's a lot of teams out there that was reported that was going to sign this
Yeah,
man
yeah, but
regardless of
hold
his injury,
on.
bro.
Then you said that last week or 2 weeks ago, but now they're saying there's a lot of teams that didn't want to give him the money.
Did he get his
Yeah,
money?
he got his money from where?
Enough said. Then he got it. Like I said, there was teams that was willing to.
Okay,
Like I told you, the
let's
report
keep
I
it
said there
moving
was
because
teams that was
we
willing.
can't spend the whole time on this particular one.
Yeah, I was trying to move on before you spoke, my man. I'm about to go to Kimber Walker since Carter brought him up. Signed a 4-year, 141 with Boston. How you feel about that Kimber Walker move, everybody?
that might be the best free agent signing this summer, in my opinion. I'm super high on Kemba Walker. I've been saying that basically for the last 3 months on this podcast about Kemba Walker. People knock him because he's never won this, that, and the third. Look, put it like this: on the team he's on now with Boston, right? Jason Tatum might be the best person he's ever played with. Think about that. I mean, Jason Tatum is a good player, right? But he ain't like all-star great necessarily. He's like
I think he
borderline
will be
all-star.
this year. I think he's one of them people that's gonna take that next transit
He
step. I think
could,
he's
but
already taking his step.
he's not. We're assuming he will be, right? But
Yeah.
but I'm just
Yep,
saying. Even
yep.
I mean, Nicholas Batum, Frank Kaminsky. What's that boy that Michael Jordan slapped upside the head last year?
Jeremy Lamb.
Young guy.
Nicholas Batum. Oh, the young
Malik.
dude. Yeah, the point guard, Malik Monk.
I mean, he's played with nobody, Kimba, the last 7 years, man. 8, damn near 10 years. Nobody.
Malik Monk is rated pretty well. He was rated pretty high coming out of Kentucky.
Absolutely, but he got that Jordan curse on him. Except for Kimba, I can't remember him drafting anybody good, but
So I mean, I think it's a good move for Boston. Kimba is really explosive. What you think? What y'all think?
Big Jack's not here.
Maul.
By the way,
I'm here.
Blaze.
oh, you are? I thought you just texted
think-
too.
I think
I
this.
did, but you need to look at what it says though.
I think that Boston still needs a front court.
Okay.
That's what I think. I think Kemba is a great point guard, one of the best scoring point guards in the league. This dude is lethal. I'm going to try to draft him in my fantasy leagues. But as far as Boston goes, I think this is good for them. I think, like Cardo say, this is better than them having Kyrie. But I also think that they need a front court to compete.
Jack Blade, you think just gives the Boston a big edge? How y'all feel?
Well, I don't think give them. I think they're better. It's going to be better for the team.
Okay.
But we were talking about before, there's only really like 4 good teams in the East, right? Milwaukee, Toronto, Boston, and the 76ers.
Philadelphia.
Question mark on Toronto.
In Brooklyn.
Oh, yeah, I'll throw Brooklyn in there now. Yeah.
Yeah, but
So even if you,
Brooklyn won't be good until
oh no,
KD
No,
comes
they'll
Brooklyn
back.
will
be
still be
good. They'll
good.
be good. They'll
Brooklyn
be
will still
good.
be good.
But
They'll be
I think what
good.
he's
They're
talking
still good.
about, they don't have championship aspirations till KD come back. I think.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah.
I agree with that, but I still think they're top four in the East right now. And
Okay.
like I said, I still think they can make the NBA Eastern Conference championship.
Okay.
Imagine Irving to Jordan.
All right, Blaze, I want you to tell me how you feel about this super max extension. Damian Lillard, 4 year,
Wow,
194. How you feel about that super max
wow.
extension for Damian?
I think they should have gave him the money. He's a stud. He made that team, man. He made like that was my sleeper. Remember, that was my sleeper for the playoffs. So I
I'll,
I I, I agree. They did a good job.
I'll
What?
say this: maybe the last year, or maybe the last 2 years of that contract, though, that might come back to bite Portland a bit. But
Well, how old is he now?
I
How
want to
old is he?
say he's about 32 or 31 or
Ooh.
32.
Is he? I
Is
thought
he
he was.
is he that old? I thought he
I,
was like 28, 29 or
Nah.
something.
I thought he was 29.
Hey Google, how old is Damian Lillard? Oh, my
That's what I
bad.
thought. I
No,
thought he
Yeah,
was
okay, never
28.
mind. I take
yeah.
that back. He's
So
28.
listen, big game Dame is a clutch point guard. I think Portland did the best thing possible for them and Dame by giving this man this money. I think they need to surround him with as much talent
Yep.
and as many good championship role players as possible.
Let's see
And
how
please,
Nurkic recovers. I don't know
I,
if he's gonna start. I don't think he's gonna start this season. He's gonna start this
I'm
season injured,
Well,
but
well, since you,
I am really rooting for Dame to get a championship before his career. Though
me
I like
too.
Dame.
I've
Yeah,
always liked
me
big
too.
game Dame.
well,
Yeah.
since you spoke on
He's from
Nurkic,
Oakland. He's from
hmm
Oakland.
well, we could translate into this four-way team trade
hmm
with Philly, Miami Heat, Los Angeles Clippers, and Portland. So Miami Heat sends Hassan Whiteside to Portland.
Ooh,
Portland is sending Miami Mo Harkless and Myers Leonard, the center that went off in the series against the
hmm
Warriors, and then Miami sending Mo Harkless to clear space for Butler, sending Mo Harkless to the Clippers in a first-round draft pick.
hmm
Now, of course, Philly sending
Jimmy
Jimmy
Butler.
to Miami, where he got a 4 year, $142 million contract, and Miami is sending Josh Richardson to Philly. So, how y'all feel about this major 14 trade
Well,
that went
What?
down?
that
I feel.
Butler to Miami. Do you think he's worth that money?
I
Yeah,
think that
I
he's
do.
worth that money, but I don't think that Miami will do anything.
Exactly.
Yeah, well, Miami.
He
I
went
They
agree.
to
did a
South
whole lot of
Florida.
moves for nothing.
He went to South Florida. He went to South Florida just to chill with D Wade because he ain't
There
winning
you
no
go.
championship in Miami. And Philly with Josh Richardson, I think that's a good move. I think that gives them another
I
ball
th-
handler
but he's very
besides
good on defense too, Mo.
Ben
Mhm.
Simmons. Good on defense. He can play three positions. He's not small. And I think
I think the
Josh Richardson
76ers
is a
got
good player.
better. I think the 76ers got better this offseason. Even losing Jimmy Butler, I think they got better.
I think they got better because they got
Al
Horford.
Horford, yep. I think
Yeah.
And we
that
can
was the
speak
big
and
move.
we can speak on that too.
And
He got a 4 year, $109 million contract. 96 of it guaranteed. 12 million will come if they win a championship as a
I
What do you
bonus.
mean
think
by
I think that
guaranteed? I
takes
thought. Hold
stress.
on. When you just said 96, I thought all basketball contracts are.
Not but not the way Harford's contract was designed. He get out the
So wait.
109.
You just said he gets 96 guaranteed, 12 if he wins a championship.
As an incentive, yes.
Well, that
I
sucks.
think
So he
I
can
think
make as
that
much as
takes
109.
Yeah, he can make up to 109
I
So he
think
basically.
got
that
Whatever
takes
the
96.
stress off of Joel Embiid by signing Al Horford.
I honestly didn't know the NBA contracts had that. That
Well, I
guarantee.
never saw nothing like that either. That's just something I guess they did
I've seen
especially for
contract
him.
with incentives before, though.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
I mean,
Mm.
That's a hell of an
there's
So
incentive.
but
the,
you know
the
what it
the
is?
starting lineup could be Josh Richardson, Ben Simmons. Oh, they re-signed Tobias Harris as
That's
well.
somebody else we could talk about. Tobias Harris, 5 year, 180.
Well, hold on a second though. About I was just gonna finish. Just to finish my thought, I was gonna say I think the reason why it looks weird for an Al Horford type of deal is just because we usually see it with bench players. Like, hey, here goes $1 million.
Yeah.
If you start 30 games, you get an extra $1 million. So it's 1 million
Yeah.
guaranteed. So we don't usually see incentives like that with bigger name players. But Al Horford is kind of on the old side. This is probably going to be his last major contract. Al Horford is well into his 30s. I want to say he's
I
about
think
32.
he's 32.
Yeah.
32
No,
years
I
old.
don't know,
he
Ricardo. You think
yeah, he
everyone's
like
old?
like
No, I
32
know for a
because
fact he was in his 30s though. So
no, I know
God
he's in
damn.
his early
What do you
30s
think?
because
You think I'm old
because
too, man?
he's in his
well,
30s
No, we
because
know
when
you
he won
old.
at
We know you old.
he's in his 30s because when he won at Florida that was '07. So I know he's
yeah.
in his or '06 or something like that.
And big men usually don't hold up as well in their mid
But
30s.
that's why I think it
But
takes
yeah,
stress off of Joel Embiid because
right,
it gives them someone else to play, so they don't have to trust the process as much.
right,
But I
yep.
do not like Tobias Harris signing. I think they should have kept Butler and traded Harris, in my opinion.
Butler didn't want to stay. The report came out. They offered Butler the max. He didn't want to stay with them. That's why they had to turn and give Tobias that.
Yeah, but I didn't understand why he wanted to go. Why he wanted to go to Miami?
I don't know either, bro. You gotta
I don't know, but
interview Jimmy
Tobias
Butler
Harris
one day.
came up
I
smaller
guess
than
he
a
just
Tic
wanted
Tac
the
last year in the
sunshine
playoffs.
and the beaches, I guess.
Yep.
South
But
Beach.
one thing Maul was saying about this starting lineup, you was going to do this starting lineup, Maul, and I
Yeah,
think it's great. But man, the money, because it's another thing. They all an extension of 4-year, 170. When Ben Simmons signed that, they would absolutely have to nickel and dime their way with no name dudes on their bench. They like all
they already
starters.
re-signed Mike Scott.
Yeah, and then they signed a no-name guy today too. That's going to be a prominent role in their rotation because they truly spending their money on. They going all in. Like they could definitely win a championship with this team to me. But man, they rotation, they bench, man. They better not get hurt. They better not have no injuries.
So you think
Tobias
they're
got to
trying to-
step up, man.
You think they're trying to be a Toronto? Get all these.
Nah, Toronto was depth, man. No, Toronto was deep.
Yeah, I wouldn't. I think they're trying to be more like a LA, the Lakers, more or yeah.
And they trying to lock their players up for years.
They sure do. They sure do got them locked up for years.
I like 76ers off season though. I would personally have kept Tobias Harris over Jimmy Butler though. To be honest with
I
you,
would have kept Butler
because Butler's a better player. But let me tell you, things better be going right, or Butler's a hell of a headache. Like you go on a 5-game losing streak. See how Butler reacts. Fucking blow up your whole situation.
Butler just want the boys to play hard, not to be soft.
play hard, man.
There's one guy. There's one guy I want to ask you guys about. I know he got paid, but he only got 1 year. Isaiah Thomas. Whatever happened to him? Like
he got hurt.
He signed a contract. He signed a contract with the Washington Wizards.
Yeah, for 1 year.
He got hurt and he never been the same.
He got hurt. That's the long and short of it. Yep.
Okay.
When I saw that, I was like, Isaiah Thomas. It was a quick glance. So I'm thinking.
You was thinking of Isaiah Thomas from the 80s?
Yeah, I'm like, okay, well, what? He's going on to be a coach or something? Oh, whatever. I kept it pushing, but all right.
Nah.
Who else we got, Cam?
All right, man. We got 2 moves right here. Tell me how you feel. We got Malcolm Brogdon on a signing trade to Indiana. Indiana gave Milwaukee a first-round pick and two future second-round picks for Malcolm Brogdon, and they also got him paid with a 4-year, $86 million contract.
I love that
Victor
deal.
Oladipo.
I love that deal, man.
So how y'all think that'll make Indiana? They make moves to get back in the map?
But why did they get rid of him?
He was going to leave as a free agent, but he wound up doing the sign and trade for them so they could get some compensation back for trading him.
That's not necessarily true. He was a restricted free agent.
Oh, he was restricted? Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I thought he did what Jimmy Butler did. Like,
no.
I was wondering why they didn't sign him back. I was wondering because I looked that up. I saw your notes. I looked that up and I was like, why?
I just figured I think they got the wrong guy. You know where they messed up is when they gave Eric Bledsoe all that money last year. Because let me tell you, Eric Bledsoe disappeared while Brogdon freaking stuff. Yeah, go ahead. My bad.
Oh, I just feel like Eric Bledsoe got out of his game. He's not a 3-point shooter. I don't know why he started.
Bugatti.
Excuse the race car in the background. I thought
on 3 wheels.
There 3 wheels on the
I thought that. I mean, Bledsoe got out of his game in the playoffs, but this Brogdon deal, I think that this is his first season of really having a really, really good season, a 50, 40, and 90 season. And I think Indiana probably overpaid. They probably,
But he's so
I
good on
think
defense
Milwaukee
as
got the
well.
best. I think Milwaukee got the best of this trade.
I disagree.
He
Because
he's so
The
good on
first round
defense
and
as
two.
well, though, Maul. He's a good
I think
He is
defensive
good
player
on
too.
I think
defense.
opportunity also plays into it. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
Like if you look at
Yeah,
the
Yeah.
minutes
yeah.
Brogdon played before, I mean, he didn't
He was
get
the fifth
minutes like that.
option offensively, like
But remember,
as
he
Right.
far
well
as
he
shots.
did just play with Greek the freak, the Greek freak. I mean, so let's not pretend like that didn't have nothing to do with his offensive emergence either. With all those open threes and the good passes that Antetokounmpo threw his way, and all the opportunities he made for him, and
That, that's
Brooke
fair.
Lopez,
But Indiana got some nice pieces too. I mean,
who they don't got
Sabonis
Young no more.
Victor Oladipo
Yeah, he
and
coming off an injury,
and
Sabonis gonna be a
Sabonis is
starter
nice.
now. Yeah,
I
Sabonis
think
will move.
but Thaddeus Young is gone.
that's true. I think Miles
And they
Turner
made a
is a
trade for
decent center.
Warren as well. TJ Warren, they traded for him as
TJ,
well.
I like
So he's
TJ, 21 point,
mhm.
but where's his defense at? TJ don't play defense.
Nah, he don't.
Hey, but that got to do with Brogdon though. I
Yeah,
mean,
Brogdon
No, I'm
does
if you
just
talk
though.
saying.
about you mean
I'm just
just
saying we have
Indiana
to
as a
keep it in
whole?
context. Keep it in
Yeah,
context as far as where he's coming from to where he's going.
true, but I still think Brogdon. I think Brogdon is on the come up, and I guess that's what Indiana feels as well. You
Hmm.
know, and I bet you if you whoever the Milwaukee GM is, if you hit him with the truth serum, who you really want to keep, Brogdon or Bledsoe? I bet you he picking Brogdon. You know what I mean? He's just like, hey, how are we supposed to know? Had to pay somebody last year, and whatever. But
Right.
I think Indiana is gonna be like 4, 5, 6 in the East. They're around there.
Yeah, 6. I can see him being 6,
I
5,
mean, if
6.
Oladipo didn't get hurt, man, I
Yeah,
don't
they
know
would have
what
had a squad.
they had a great year this past year. They just had that certain thing about them. Like they just played well as a unit this year. It was a
Yeah,
shame to see him get hurt like that.
yeah, bro. And speaking on
Definitely.
Milwaukee, man,
Mhm.
they signed Chris Middleton to a 5-year, $178
Now
million
that
deal.
is the overpay of the listen, man.
How much?
5 years,
5 years,
177,
Yeah,
78. Oh,
177,
Mm.
78. Yeah.
yeah.
At some point, it's just like y'all just got money to throw away. At some point, it's just you just throwing the money away.
It's like somebody got to get it.
Yeah,
I guess.
not
Damn.
for nothing. I would rather give that money to Brogdon. I'm not even kidding. Like,
Man.
Nah, I think Chris Middleton is great defensively, and he's an all-star offensively too.
Yeah, he is an all-star. I'll give him
I,
that. So, I mean,
I need.
just
I just need to
He's
see
a
it
great.
again.
He's a sharpshooter. He is a shooter.
I
He got a little
Yeah,
handle too.
I agree with. I'll go with the All Star, but not $176 million worth of All Star.
let me ask y'all a question really quick though. Chris Middleton or Tobias Harris?
Middleton.
Middleton. You Cam?
go to
I don't
Blaze. Go to Blaze.
I
How
don't.
about to say, how about to let me take this over?
I don't know.
Mm.
You don't know either, Blaze?
But you gotta. But I think they're very close though. Like as
Middleton
far as
showed up in the
talent.
playoffs.
Give
I'm gonna
me,
say
Showed up in
I'm
the
gonna say
playoffs.
Tobias. I'll go with
Let me
Tobias.
Middleton showed up in the playoffs, man.
Yeah, I'm
I'm
gonna
gonna
stick
go.
with Tobias.
Oh my gosh.
Middleton showed up in the playoffs.
I'm gonna go.
Damn good question. Damn good question.
Tobias. I'm gonna go Tobias.
Yeah, if we're talking about for the next 4 or 5 years, I
4 to
think
5 years. I'm gonna go
it's
Tobias.
close though.
I'll just
I'm
hope he
going
get his
with Chris.
playoff. I hope he get his playoff mind right. But
Which
during
one-
the season,
which
Tobias
one-
do a lot.
I'm gonna ask the question
Yeah.
to the Mr. Ageism. Which one's older?
I don't know.
Tobias. I think Tobias.
Which one's
Hey,
older, Ricardo?
hey,
Tobias
I'm not.
26 or 27 years old.
I think Tobias is 27 and Milton
he's
might be a year
26.
younger.
Yeah,
I
they
think
about
Middleton
the
might be a
same
year
age.
older.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
No, I don't know if he older.
Cardo, let's just go ahead and do that. Do X.
For who? Milton?
Yeah, Middleton.
Yeah.
Middleton. I'm sorry. Hey Google. How old is Chris Middleton? Hey Google. How old is Chris Middleton?
Chris Middleton is 27 years old.
Yeah,
And
they the
Yeah,
same
I
I
think
age.
think
Harris
they might be the same
26.
Okay.
I think
age.
Harris 26. Shout
Okay.
out to
Hey,
Tobias Harris.
Hey Google, how old is Tobias Harris?
Tobias Harris is 26 years
Oh
old.
yeah,
Yep.
buddy, right?
Yep.
oh,
Yeah.
okay, okay.
Yeah.
See, and I didn't know
Okay.
their ages, so age did not play a factor. I actually thought that Middleton was older.
Age is just nothing but a number. That's what you're trying
Oh,
to
I
say.
don't know about
Also, Milwaukee also signed. Oh, they also signed Brooks and Robin Lopez to Milwaukee. The brothers
Yeah,
went to Milwaukee together.
Brooke Lopez.
Yeah, they also signed Robin as well. They signed his
Yeah,
brother there as well. So
yeah.
they're gonna be playing together, trying to make a run again.
Yeah, I think re-signing Brooke Lopez was a good move too.
I do too.
Yeah,
I have no complaints with
Okay,
that.
how y'all feel about this move right here? Ricky Rubio, 3-year, $51 million contract to Phoenix. They've been looking for a point
I
guard
like
that can pass
that.
so they can keep Booker.
Keep
Yeah.
Booker off guard. Yeah,
Yep.
I think
Yep.
That's
That's a
that
good.
Ricky
That's a good
Rubio is
move.
the
That's a good
most
move.
Shut
inconsistent
up,
$50
Jack.
million man. I think that Ricky Rubio is the most inconsistent $50 million man out there. That's what I think.
Absolutely. Ricky Rubio's that dude that you're like, he's not really that good, but yet he put up like assist numbers and you make you go, who is he assistant? Who is he dishing the ball to? Because
And then the next game, he have 2 points and 3 assists. Like,
Yeah.
what's wrong with you?
yeah. But I think
But I mean,
for the Suns, hey, but put it like this: if you're passing the ball to Booker and you got DeAndre
Aiden.
Aiden in the paint, he's gonna have a lot of opportunities for a lot of assists. Though
I guess
I think he'll
so.
make Aiden better too. I think he'll give him easier baskets.
All right, Jamal. This is you, baby. And I gotta get your big feelings about this one. We got Kristaps Porzingis, 5-year, $158 million
Extension,
contract.
yep.
Extension. How you feel about that, Maul? You the Dallas Mavericks.
Woosah.
How can you give somebody who just got beat up, okay? Just got beat up, haven't played a game in like, 2 years. All right? You just paid this
Get
man
him.
$158 million. This man ain't
Get
played a
him.
game. This man ain't played a game in like 2 years.
Get him.
And you gonna pay this man, who just got beat up, ain't played a
Get 'em.
game in 2 years,
Get him.
$158 million.
This dude keeps
Let me
Jamal,
put that in
he got
perspective.
beat
Jamal.
up, dog.
Hey, Jamal.
Hold on. Let me
Tell
put
us
that
how
in
you really
perspective.
feel.
Let me put that in perspective. He making more than Jimmy Butler. He making more than Tobias Harris. He only
No,
making,
he making less than Tobias Harris. He making
okay,
less than
barely.
Tobias.
He barely making less than Tobias. Oh, you're right. He making
Yeah,
180, ain't he?
180 and he had 158. So
Okay. Well, he
yeah.
making more than Kyrie Irving.
Yeah, he is.
And this man ain't played a game in 2
Kyrie
years.
did a full year deal, so
And he ain't played a game in 2 years and just got beat up. And they played a game for Dallas. What does Dallas owe him?
They traded
Dallas,
a lot
I
for
think-
him.
Dallas, I think this was
Is
a
it-
bad trade. I think this was a bad move. And I just don't have no faith in Kristaps.
I ain't gonna
Please
lie,
prove
bro.
me
I'm
wrong.
gonna say this right quick. I think it's gonna
Prove
be
me
a good
wrong,
move for you in
please.
the future, bro. I think you're gonna like it in the future, bro. I think you're gonna
Yeah,
like
but isn't Green supposed to go to Mavericks? If
He's
well, he's
waiting on what
considering.
Kawhi
He
do.
considering. Yeah, he's considering.
Yeah,
a bunch
he's
of
waiting
different
for
teams
Kawhi.
right now.
Who?
yeah,
Yeah.
because
Danny Green.
Danny Green.
Danny Green because he can't go to LA because LA has no money after.
It won't make a difference.
You know
It really
what though?
won't.
Honestly, Danny Green
I
ain't
mean,
no big deal.
I mean, they can make Danny Green work anywhere. But
Yeah.
man, Kristaps, I think Kristaps is a good point. Let me bring up another signing right quick. Ricardo's boy Harrison Barnes,
Jesus.
4-year, $86 million contract to stay with Sacramento Kings.
I was a little surprised that there wasn't more interest on the market for Harrison Barnes. Actually, I know he had a injured, play bad year last year, but the guy can score. But I guess he got what he was worth. You know what I mean? I don't look at him. I look at him as one of those people who they're really good on a bad team. Like, you know what I mean? That's how I look at him. I looked at what he was on Dallas. I'm like, yeah, good play on a bad
The
team.
one thing Harrison Barnes brings to the table is the championship pedigree.
Hell no.
Yeah, he does.
What? Just because you win a championship don't mean you got a championship pedigree.
Yes, it does. That's exactly what that means.
You think so?
Yeah,
I
if
mean,
you win a
you
championship,
know,
then you know how to win.
how that Rob?
hey,
That's what Danny Green brings.
even the water boy gets a ring on the team.
That's what
But
Danny Green
Harrison
doing.
Barnes played.
Are
Harrison
you
Barnes
saying
played a
Danny Green, the
role.
water
He
boy?
played a role. Yeah, he had a role. Yeah, I know what you're saying.
Yeah.
Like Danny Green had a role with San
Danny
Antonio
Green, Andre
and
Iguodala, Sean
Toronto.
Livingston. Yeah.
Yeah.
Jonas,
Okay.
not Jonas. Siakam, wherever he goes, he brings a championship pedigree now.
I think that's I think that's a term I think that's one of those terms that it don't mean nothing to me. Like,
Kayvon Looney.
like if somebody said right now, yeah, the Knicks gonna sign Kayvon Looney to bring a championship pedigree to the Knicks, I'd laugh in your face. I'm like, okay.
Well, that's because you know that they have no shot. But if they had a shot, he would be a great asset to the players who've never been there.
That's true.
That's
if he played a role.
I never believed in that. I honestly, I just never believed in that. I think it's like snake oil kind of thing. Like, yo, they gotta. Because I'm like, let me ask you a question. Mm-hmm. I can say to you, you're close. You're close to winning a championship, right? You're one player away. You want Kimba or you want Kevin Looney?
Oh, come on, that's a different level.
But that's my point. I'm like, nobody's gonna pick this guy up just because.
Do I already have a point guard, or do I need?
Even if I had a point guard, I would take another one.
You'll find a way to use him.
Right? Yeah,
man, that's not even the same thing, Cardo.
But I am being tongue in cheek. But my point is to say that if you need a 14th, 15th man on the bench, I guess, but I'm not paying somebody just for their championship pedigree. Like,
no, I'm just saying that was one
15th
thing,
man.
because y'all were saying how bad Harrison Barnes was, and I was just saying that's one thing he does bring.
Yeah, and he was hurt last year.
He's a good 20-7. He can average a 20-7.
He averaged, when he got to Sacramento, he averaged 14 points with Sacramento.
Yeah, but the year before this past season with Dallas, he averaged like 20-7.
Yeah, he was at like 18, 19. Yeah.
You know what they need to do.
You
know what they need to do. You know what they need to do. They need to go on down to the corner and ask Sweet Lou Williams if they can get a player. Let Sweet Lou get him a player.
Sweet Lou Williams, huh?
Let Sweet Lou get him a player.
Let me let y'all know about the other player who went back to his team. Nikola Vucevic signed a 4-year, $100 million deal to stay in Orlando.
Okay.
How y'all guys feel about that right quick?
I think Porzingis should not be getting more money than Vucevic, but whatever.
Ooh.
I think that is a great signing for Orlando. Orlando's still gonna suck.
Most definitely.
Well, no, they re-signed.
Well, you know they went on the really run.
Terrence Ross.
Yeah, you know they weren't signed Terrence Ross too, and you know they went on the run second half of the season.
Y'all just throw Terrence Ross out there?
That's a good rotational player, he signed with a 3-year, $58 million deal. I was gonna get
something like that.
too.
Yeah, I think so.
So what that means?
I'm just saying
that they're not gonna suck because they signed Terrence Ross?
Well, they got Amino, they got Al-Farouq Amino.
That's a good signing.
Too.
Inconsistent, but I think
go with Aaron Gordon, and they got Markelle Fultz if he can.
I wanna amend my statement. I was a little too. They will be a 7-8 seed in the East.
Yeah.
Again, okay, that's what they was last year.
Yeah, but I don't see
I
them
think they'll be better than they were last year. To be honest, I think they can fight for a 6.
We'll see.
Okay.
I think they can fight
can't
for
knock
a
that
6.
too hard. Okay.
Okay. So who else signed was Jonas Valanciunas signed a 3-year, $45 million deal to stay with Memphis Grizzlies, which me personally think is a great thing. How you feel about that, Blades?
I like that.
Sorry about that. Say it again.
Jonas Valanciunas signed a 3-year, $45 million deal to stay with Memphis Grizzlies. How you feel about that?
I guess I don't follow those small guys.
Wow.
But
he
is black money. He's like, yo, if you ain't making $100 million or better, bro, I really don't.
If it's not $100 million or more, I really
right.
got nothing to say.
Next you're gonna ask me about what's the guy, Jeremy Lin? You're gonna ask me about him?
Well, actually, we could actually speak on Memphis that they wound up doing a three-team trade that wound up helping D'Angelo Russell go to Golden State Warriors on a 4-year, $117 million contract. And then to clear up space, they had to trade Andre Iguodala and a couple first-round
I saw
draft
that.
picks
I
to
saw
Memphis.
that he got traded.
But
to
yeah,
I did not
Iguodala is
know
about to
that.
get Iguodala about to get he got bought out, and he's actually thinking about going to the Lakers as well. So
That's
what y'all
why
think about all
Iguodala
of that?
started talking about the Warriors, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Yep, that's why. That's exactly why.
He knew his time was up, so he was like, "Hey,
Yep.
Yeah, he's been talking.
let me speak my
Who
truth."
was the other team in the trade, Cam?
They did him wrong though.
Brooklyn, Lakers, Memphis.
Oh, you're right, because you said D-Russ.
Mm-hmm.
Or D-Lo,
Yep.
whatever his nickname is.
So how you think he gonna fit with Golden State, man? You know, I mean,
Great move.
I think with the signing of Will Cauley-Stein also, I think that the Warriors just got a lot better. I mean, they lost KD, but they don't need KD.
Nope.
You forget they also
Clay.
lost Clay. Clay might not
they are
play
missing
either.
Clay.
So
Yeah, they are missing Clay.
I think
they got a 5-year deal.
Now,
What was the specifics
what
on
happened
that
with
one,
Clay,
Cam?
what happened with Clay again?
knee injury.
He
I
tore
believe
his-
He's out for a year.
That's what it was. That's
He
what
tore
it was.
his
ACL or
Achilles, right?
MCL.
ACL? Oh, ACL.
Yeah, I think it was his ACL.
He's out for a year.
I get him and
Yep.
KD mixed up.
no, they just said he's gonna be out for about 5 to 7 months. I just got the alert where we was talking.
Really? Because yesterday
Yeah, he had the surgery
So-
today, and they said officially 5 to 7 months.
Oh,
So
yesterday
Clay
they were
will be
saying-
back
They were
next
saying
season.
9 to 11 months last time.
Well, keep this in mind though. 7 months. That's March. So I mean, for all intents
will
and
be back.
purposes,
That's pretty much almost
yeah. I
that's
mean,
almost
you
a
come back
season.
in March. I'm like,
No, he'll be back
Yeah.
though.
for a month,
That's not March. That's not March, Cardo.
7 months. So what are we in July?
Oh no,
August,
wait, it
September,
is July.
October,
It is.
Yeah.
No, July. You got to count July though.
February.
I did-
February. It'll be
Yeah.
February.
Yeah, that's February.
He'll be back in February, so 2 months.
Well, they say 5 to 7, so it could be anywhere between January
So it could
and
be
February,
December.
I guess.
He could be back in December.
I don't. These guys always say 5 to 7. 5 to 7 to me, because yesterday they were saying he'd be up 10 months. I don't know now.
But this is what they said after he had the surgery today, though.
Oh.
He had the ACL today.
But check this lineup out: Steph, D'Angelo Russell, Clay. Who they gonna have at the 4? I don't know.
Draymond Green.
Draymond,
And
yeah.
also,
and Willie
with, also,
Cauley-Stein.
yeah, I'm about to say that too. Also, Golden State signed Willie Cauley-Stein to a deal to play center, and they got Kevin Looney back as well.
They're
So,
gonna be good.
Yeah,
You know, it's just
they're
that
gonna be great.
yeah, they'll be good. You know,
Well, Barkley said they would not have a first round home game in the first round of playoffs. Golden State Warriors. That's how Barkley felt.
they will not have a
disagree
what?
with
I'm
that.
sorry.
A home game in the playoffs.
He's saying they're not gonna be in the.
I mean,
top 4
the top 4. I'm sorry, they're not going to
He's
be in the
not-
top 4.
I see what you mean.
playoffs. That's what
I
I'm saying.
disagree with that wholeheartedly. They still have Steph and Draymond and
I
D'Angelo.
agree. I actually agree with that
I disagree.
because if you tell, I think the Lakers are going to be ahead of them. I think the Portland Trailblazers will be
Kawhi.
ahead of them. I think Denver Nuggets are going to be ahead of them. I think the Houston Rockets are going to be ahead of them. I think they're going to be a 5th or 6th seed in the West this coming season.
I don't think Houston is
The
gonna
Warriors?
be ahead of them.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think.
I think
Houston
they're
is
going to be a
ahead of
5
them.
seed this year.
I think they're going to be a 2 seed.
A what?
A 2.
Who?
Hell
The Warriors?
no. Yeah.
Golden State.
Hell no. No way.
I don't know.
No.
I don't think
I
the Warriors.
do.
I don't think the Warriors are going to do very well this year. Without,
I do. I think they're going to do.
So
just
you
like they
think?
always
So
do.
you think they're gonna do better than either Denver, Portland, and the Lakers? You think they're gonna be
Nope.
better than
I think they'll be better than Portland. Hell yeah.
I don't.
Portland
and
ain't signed,
Denver?
Portland ain't signed nobody. Portland is just the same team. They actually lost Alfred Molina and Cantor also.
Yeah, Cantor signed with Boston Celtics as well to add more.
That's a
try to
good pickup
replace
from
Al
Boston
Horford.
as well. Yeah.
So I think Portland will take a step back. To be
I don't
honest
think.
with you.
I don't think the Warriors. I think the Warriors will probably be.
And they don't have Mo Harkless no more.
I don't think they'll be able to beat.
Well, they got
And I think
they got that young dude at small forward, though they had drafted.
And
I know
Utah
who
made
you're talking
moves.
about.
And Utah made moves.
Yes, I'm about to get to Utah too. I'm about to get to this other little stuff that's up. Like Derrick Rose went to Detroit, 2 year, $50 million deal.
That
You
is
think
so irrelevant to
that's
the
irrelevant?
Yeah,
NBA.
absolutely.
Yeah,
Yep.
Hey,
yeah.
Terry Rozier, brushed by Terry
They
Rozier,
got to give
replacing
money to
Kemba
somebody.
Walker. He replaced Kemba Walker, 3 year, $51 million deal now
That's
to
irrelevant
replace
too.
Kemba.
So I feel bad for Charlotte.
I feel bad for
Julius
Rozier.
Randle signing to the New York Knicks on a 3 year, $63 million deal.
I
That's
wish he
a
would have
great
went
deal
to
for the
Dallas.
Knicks.
I wish he would have went to Dallas.
You think should have went where?
Dallas.
I wish he would have went to Dallas.
Oh, yeah, but y'all definitely kept that. But also, the dude Bogdan Bogdanovic.
I'll trade you. I'll trade you
Bogdanovic.
Julius Randle for Kristaps Porzingis.
All right, he just never
Straight
got beat
up, I'll
up.
trade you. That's fine.
Okay.
I ain't asking for him to fight. I'm asking for him to score and rebound. You know,
Yeah, stay on the
Look, we
court. You
can't
asking
hold.
for him to
Look.
stay on the court.
Let's get this
And we
straight.
all know
Let's
he
get this
can't
straight.
stay on the court.
Come on, now we can't hold this guy getting beat down against his playing ability. That's just not right.
and he got
This
sucker
man ain't
punched.
played a
You can't-
game in 2 years.
Just because he can't fight doesn't mean he can't play ball. The two don't mix. Now that's just wrong.
It did
That's
back
just
in the
wrong.
90s.
Let
Say
that
sorry,
man-
Jamal. Say sorry.
Yeah.
It did back in the 90s. It used to mean something.
Hey,
Now, speaking of Utah,
what the hell you know about the '90s, young man?
Speaking about
here
Utah,
comes the-
Utah did.
That was
sign,
Blaze. That was Blaze.
that-
Blaze was supposed to
that's-
have said that.
That's racist. That's racist, Ricardo. Ageism. He's ageism.
Wait, what I said?
He said you are a racist on age. Wow.
Yeah, ageism.
Never heard that one.
It's ageism.
I'm trying to hear what Utah did. What did Utah do?
Utah got the player from Indiana, Bogdanovic.
Bogdanovic.
Yeah, he went to Utah as well as
And they got Conley Jr. That's the
that
big
was-
move.
Yep, and then,
that was
on the
good.
trade,
You right,
Conley
Cardo.
Jr.
Utah.
So, yeah,
Utah
actually,
good.
Adam
Utah
Scheffler said
good.
they made. Was it Adam Scheffler? I'm not gonna say that,
No,
but somebody
not
out there
Adam
said that Utah is gonna be probably have a chance to win the chip out there in the West.
Yeah,
So
they're crazy.
tell me they line up. Conley, Mitchell,
Bogdanovic. No, not Bogdanovic. No, the other boy, Joe.
Ingles.
Joe Ingles.
Yeah.
And
then
they got
probably
Gobert.
And who they
Gobert.
forward is? Who they power forward?
I do not know because Favors went to New Orleans as well as JJ Redick went to New Orleans Pelicans to give them some veteran depth.
Pelicans
And,
are going to be a problem in
yeah,
a few
like-
years,
sure.
man.
Like they need veteran depth.
What?
Like they need veteran depth. Like they're going somewhere.
Who? Oh, the Pelicans.
I think the
Yeah.
Pelicans.
The
is making
Pelicans
the
are going to be.
playoffs,
I
man.
think they're going to be better than a lot of people.
Yeah, I think the Pelicans may be a playoff
Why?
team.
Because they
man.
got Ingram. Oh, they got Williams. That's right. They got Zion.
They got Zion. They got
Zion,
Lonzo
Ball, Ingram,
They still got
JJ
Drew
Redick,
Holiday. They got a
Yeah.
lot of players on that team.
Yeah, they just really young though.
And keep this in mind. They would have if that whole AD mess didn't happen last year.
They got Hart.
Nah,
Who
they
was a
don't got-
backup at best?
Who? I'm sorry. Oh,
But it's rotation though.
the dude from the Lakers, the young guy. That's what you're talking. Oh, okay.
He's so inconsistent though. Like I'm talking about people that's gonna contribute every game.
But he
Like
contributes as a
Ingram.
rotation. That's part of depth, man. That's part of depth.
Ingram.
Baby
I
boy.
think Ingram is the more valuable piece.
I will agree with that. And Lonzo Ball. I mean, for all the things, the slings and arrows. Actually,
Derek Favors.
I like Derek Favors. I
Rotational
think
piece, like you say. Rotational piece.
I think he's.
No, I think he
I
might
think
have
he's
to be
I
the
think he's a
center.
starter. Nah,
I think
Derek
he'll be the
Favors.
starting
ain't-
center.
I don't know about that.
He will.
Maybe.
Yeah, he'll be the starting center, bro.
But I don't know if he is a starter.
Yeah,
If
I
he
mean,
will be.
I think he is. Me personally, he started at power forward. I mean,
I think he's a starter on a bad team or on an average team.
I agree with
I
that.
think, but I think he has value though. Derek Favors.
Everybody
he's never.
has some value.
No, I don't know about that, bro. I could
Like Porzingis.
let me tell you. Look at the Knicks roster. I'm gonna tell you some people
I
Now
like
Frank
Dobson.
Ntilikina ain't got no value, bro. I think that
What
dude's
about
a
Dobson? I
weirdo.
like Dobson.
Dobson's cool.
I just think the Pelicans gonna really surprise a lot of people.
I
this
agree.
upcoming season.
I think so.
They're gonna
I
surprise
think
a lot of
I
people.
think they're actually gonna battle for a playoff spot.
The
Eight,
million
seven,
dollar
eight.
question is:
Oh, you think they're gonna make it? You think they're gonna make it to the
which
playoffs?
round of the fantasy
They'll be
draft
close.
is Williamson going in?
Second.
Second round.
Yeah,
Second.
yeah. I was me and Buddy thinking the same thing. Yeah, I say second round.
Wow,
Yep.
are y'all serious?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Well, you
Wholeheartedly.
think that's
They
too
are
high?
wholehearted.
Huh?
I mean,
You think that's too high, Jamal?
I don't know. Yeah, he's a
Nah.
rookie. Doncic didn't even go that high.
Not for nothing.
So
he
what do you
is
think?
a lot high rated than Doncic coming out. You know what I mean?
So
Like,
what do you think
Yeah,
about
I
Zion?
feel
What do
you.
what do you guys think about Zion then?
Yeah, we
That's
what
talking
we're
about.
talking
We think,
about.
yeah,
Yeah.
we think Zion gonna be like a second round fantasy
draft,
basketball
yeah.
pick.
Oh yeah.
Even if he may be rated lower, somebody taking him in the second round.
Yeah.
Maybe the third.
Look, he's gonna be top 20, 25 picks in fantasy. He's gonna be in the top 25 this year. Yeah, absolutely.
Wow.
Hey man, when people are saying he's the best product out of college since Antonio Davis, that's a lot. People gonna pick up on that hype, you know.
Anthony Davis or Antonio?
Anthony Davis.
Oh, I'm sorry,
Davis.
Anthony. Who did I say? Antonio Davis?
I was
Yeah.
gonna say, I don't
Oh,
think Antonio
damn, my
Davis was
bad.
rated
Yeah,
that
me
high,
too.
bro.
My
Me
bad.
too. That was.
Oh, that's see. I'm a '90s
But
kid.
let's touch on this right quick.
Mhm.
Jamal Murray on a 5-year, $170 million extension.
Do your thing,
Patrick
Jamal.
Beverly going back to the Clippers as well.
Do your thing, Jamal. And they re-signed Paul Millsap. Do your thing, Jamal.
Yep.
Do your thing.
Now, are you just saying that because y'all share a name?
Yes. Yeah.
That's what it sounded like to me. That's what it sounded like to me.
My attorney has advised me from answering any questions that may convict myself.
Okay. What is with that laugh?
I don't know.
I think that's
Just
his
have that
robot
on
laugh.
repeat. Just have that on repeat and send it to me if you can.
Okay.
That's
Other little small pieces. Jeremy Lamb to Indiana. Thaddeus Young. I know more like Thaddeus Young to Chicago Bulls.
That's a good sign. Thaddeus Young is good. He's good for whatever team he plays for. He's just one of
Indeed.
those people. You know,
Indeed.
he was good in Orlando. He was good for the Nets. He was good in Indiana. That dude just plays, man. Thaddeus Young he's just one of those guys. Like he'll never get his
He's
due.
in it for the love of the game. Yeah.
I mean, he's
just
really
all
good
around
too.
player.
Yeah.
Okay. And I think that's most of our basketball notes, my man. I think that's everything.
Rudy Gay re-signed with San Antonio.
Rudy Gay and
Damari Carroll.
Damari Carroll.
Damari Carroll is scrub, but okay.
There's one thing I want to ask you guys. What do you think about with the Warriors? The owner saying that no one will use KD's number ever again.
Oh yeah.
That's so stupid, but I guess.
What, they going to retire it? They going to retire
Yeah.
it?
Yeah, they're retiring the number to pay
retire.
homage to.
Yo,
yeah,
you
to pay
play
homage.
To
Well,
KD?
I guess
So
the
he
guy
played
did.
for
I
a
guess the
team
guy did
for
give up
3
an
years.
Achilles tendon for tendon
That's
for you. But,
So you play for a team for 3 years
yeah,
and they retire.
Yeah,
but
3 years you get a retired number?
But to be fair to the Warriors, they had many numbers to retire. So I mean, over the years, you know.
I guess.
Well,
If they got to retire somebody, I guess.
He did take one for the team.
Literally, yeah.
Well, I guess Clay did too.
They going to retire Clay's number?
They better
They
retire
was going to
Clay
retire
number.
his number any which way, but
He's a lifelong Warrior.
I mean, yeah, he's been there for like 7, 8
I don't
years.
think that his number should be retired. KD's number should be
Hell
retired
no.
and go to state.
No way.
Hell no.
3 years.
Not after no damn 3 years. Hell no.
3 years of non-loyalty.
Yeah.
Well, I want to get y'all last second thoughts before we close the show out. Ezekiel Elliott had to meet with the commissioner today. He issued an apology for his role by chest bumping the guy and had handcuffs put on him, but did not get arrested. And he may get suspended. It's up to the commissioner and how he feels.
I don't think he should.
Would get suspended.
I hope he doesn't. And I'm putting
I hope he does
I'm
not.
putting my New York Giants bias aside because obviously my Giants side, I hope he missed the entire year, right? But like as just a fan of fairness, no, he doesn't deserve to be suspended, and I don't think he owes anyone an apology.
The commissioner needs to fall back and understand that sometimes people get into things like you don't have to sit up here and apologize and appease the commissioner. I don't know. I just don't like the commissioner of the NFL.
No one
I think
does.
you need to retire.
No,
I think how
yeah.
come This man is sitting here apologizing and may get suspended, and you got Robert Kraft, you know,
Yeah, where's
doing
his
stuff
apology?
in Florida, in man, it's just
Getting rubbed
stupid.
down.
Yeah, because
Like
Robert Kraft is the owner.
what's his
And
name? What's the commissioner's name?
Roger
Roger
Goodell.
Goodell.
Roger Goodell. If we had a animal of the day, I would give it to you. I would give it
He's
to
the
you.
pelican of the day.
Thank you for listening to me. And I guess those other guys too. So thank you for listening to the Sports Cypher. And we're always giving the people what they want.